Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and Shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Episode number 371 today, how to secure your business's remote work environment. Now, when we're talking about remote work environments, it is typically the staff or the team members who don't work in the office with you. They're working outside, they're working on their own internet, they may be working on public Wi-Fi, they may be working in a work share space. And these are all remote workers to you. So for my audience, it's probably most of you need to think about these sorts of precautions and what you need to do. If you've got an office where people come into, you still need to think about these, but you need to think about them in terms of when people aren't working in the office, what should they be doing? So the biggest issues with remote access and having an unsecured connection, and by an unsecured connection, I mean that the device that the people are using is not on a secure network. They're using a public type network. They may even be using their home network, and that home network might be shared with others in their home in the home environment. It might be with the kids, it might be with housemates or their partners, whatever it is. So when you're connecting when you're connecting from places that don't have the same security as your own local area network, you need to be sure that everyone is running multi-factor authentication on their accounts. So it's something you have and something you do. I've spoken about multi-factor or two-factor authentication a couple of times. When they're logging into their accounts, they need to get that challenge response that says, what's your token, so that we can let you in. Yes, we have your password, now what's your token, so we can confirm that you are that person. We're going to send you an SMS. I'm not a fan of SMS and email-based two-factor authentications, but if that's what you've got, that's what you've got, and you really should be using it. The other thing you should be requiring your team members and your staff members to use is a VPN when they're connected. I'm going to put my NordVPN referral link into the show notes here. That's what I use. I quite like it. It's quite reputable. And it's quite cost effective for what it is. I'm not saying that that's the best one. It's what I use. If you want to use it, that's fine. But a VPN will actually ensure that the traffic that goes from the device that the people are connecting from to your network goes in a secure tunnel that makes it harder for people to snoop and to sniff the data that's going back and forwards. It's not going to make it 100% secure. Nothing is 100% secure, but it is going to make it that much more secure. The problem with using public Wi-Fi, and when I'm talking about public Wi-Fi, I'm talking about, when you walk down the street, particularly in Australia these days, you walk down the street and you've got Telstra public Wi-Fi pops up and you can log into that and you get it for free because they've got the old telephone booths that they converted into a Wi-Fi hub. Well, that's public Wi-Fi, and anyone using that if they've got the right tools, can see your device. They might be able to hack into it. They might be able to sniff the data. They can at least learn a little bit about who you are. Whereas if you put on a VPN, yes, they'll still be able to see you because your device pops up on that network anyway. But getting access to that data is a little bit more difficult. So public Wi-Fi is your public Wi-Fi as you're walking down the street. If you go into a shopping centre and they say free Wi-Fi, just use this username, log in and use this, connect to this Wi-Fi and use this password, that's free Wi-Fi. If you're in a hotel, if you're at a cafe, if you're at the airport, all of that is public Wi-Fi. So make sure you are running your VPNs when you are out in public to begin with. Make sure you have multi-factor authentication on it. You should also have some form of some manner in which you can manage devices that people are using for work, including their own personal devices. So you might want to deploy something called mobile device management solutions to enforce your security policies. So if they log into your network, they get the MDM, mobile device management policy, kicks in and it enforces that policy on that part of their device. The other thing you can do, of course, is if you're seeing review your logs regularly, and if you're seeing unusual connections from a person's device, disconnect it, go through and say nope, they're not allowed access anymore, change their passwords, disable their account, whatever it is. And when they come back to you and say, hey, listen, I can't get in, like, yeah, we were seeing something strange, contact them as well and let them know you were seeing something strange. But when they come back to you, say, yeah, we were seeing something strange. But mobile device management will also allow you to wipe the device and when I say wipe device, not all of it, but it will remove your business data, it will remove their business logins, all of the things that need to be done to protect your business from a rogue device. The other thing is ensuring that you have very clear and written down policies and procedures for accessing your network from outside of your business. Make sure that people understand, and let me just go back. You conduct regular training on that. So that way you can make sure that your team members, your employees, even your subcontractors understand that this is the policies that we have in place, this is how we manage them, and this is what you can do to help us continue to be safe. The other thing you can do is conduct regular training on how to recognize phishing attempts and malicious attempts and Trojans coming in, and make sure people are aware of what it is they're seeing in their emails, on their SMSs, on their messages, to say, no, that looks like it might be spam, or it looks like it might be an attempt to get information from me. I'm going to not click on that. I'm not going to respond to it. I'm not going to do anything with it. In fact, I'm going to report it through and say, hey, listen, I got this. This is a bit of an issue for me. So make sure that you have two-factor authentication enabled on everything that you can, or multi-factor authentication you have enabled on everything that you possibly can. You're using VPNs when it makes sense to use a VPN. Look, you can use a VPN in your local office if you want. I don't know if there's much benefit in doing that. Some people just run with their VPNs on all the time, but if you leave the house, if you leave the office, the VPN should go on automatically. Make sure you have some way of managing devices that are used for work, even personal devices, so that you can disable them or disable their access to your network in the case that the phone gets lost or you start to see some unusual attempts on the network from that device. And finally, have good education and good policies in place so that your people understand their role in keeping your company and your company's information safe. Okay, guys, what do you think? What else do you do to make sure your business remote work environment is safe and secure, and you're protecting yourself from all the nasties that can be out there? I would love to know. Leave some comments wherever you are watching this or listening to this video. You can send me a DM on any of our social media channels. You can come and join my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. I would love to have you join the conversation over there. Please remember, if you can, to like this video, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you can find out when I drop more content. And I will see you all tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about disposing of old hardware, which is a really interesting topic and not something that we think about often enough, I think. See you all tomorrow, guys. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.